G'day guys, I said to bring the camera back and I did. I came over here to the staging area to have a chat with some of these super lappers before they go out doing their super laps. It's too bloody slow, they're already out there. So, swap this around. Back there, a racetrack there. In a couple of seconds we'll have some people go past. How are you, Kaz? Kaz is alright, Kerry's alright, Chris is alright. They're all yarning. Here we go, here goes Greg. Oh, Greg, who's going to beat me. Not by lap times, by points. That's how it goes. They're all going slow. I'm trying to zoom in. Here we go. Whoa, can't drive it now. Here we go. So this is turn 1. That is slow. You can do better than that, Chris. According to my logs, it was 110 through here yesterday. Normally a little bit quicker. Not as grippy as what it could be. See if we get someone will get it wrong. Let's see if someone gets it wrong. I don't want someone to get it wrong, but there's Dave. Go Dave. So we're here, we're going to have a look at Greg's car. We'll talk with Greg. There's Greg, everyone. Everyone, say hello to Greg. He's beaten me. It's the way it goes. Brendan Purdy's Commodore, the HDT replica one, was 2, which put me at 1. And then he broke his, and then Greg went faster, and that's all she wrote. So there's the top 10 shootout to go. Now, Greg's going to come over here and commentate for us, I guess. This is the Toyota, it's a 3 something, is it?
3.5 litre V6.
3.5 litre V6, the actual model of it? What do they call it?
It's a 2GR FE.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Basically straight out of a Toyota Previa. So literally this is a $2,000 wrecker motor.
So it's, that motor is, I'll stand back here so they can see you. He's running away from the camera. He's running away. So that this is the Toyota equivalent of what we've done with the March as far as the engine. So that is their generic tool they put in a lot of things, and so slightly different trims.
One of these.
Yeah, so they put them in something like this. You'll see something like that rolling down the road, and it's going to have that motor there in it. And these had, I'm not going to go into specifics because I'll get them all wrong, but these had a 2 litre 4-cylinder in them, and they also had a 2 litre 4-cylinder turbo. The earlier ones had 2 litre, smaller, supercharged and turbocharged, so 1800?
The AW11s had the, I think it was a 1600. Some of them were the NA and some of them were supercharged. So the supercharged ones were pretty impressive. Those things
were they twin charged, or was that something else? Supercharger. Yeah, just supercharger. And Greg's done a PB today, this morning, of 113.6. So that's good. He's moved along from a 14 or something, so I think it was.
14.7 last year, and it was a hell of a challenge getting it into the 14s, whereas this weekend it's been, 14s have been pretty easy.
And you're going to attribute that to, this was on there last year.
Yeah, it was on there last year, yeah.
Greg's fabricated this himself at home using CFD software to design and home handiwork, I'll call it, to do the carbon fibre. And they're gone. See, I didn't notice that till I went to film them.
Yeah, taking the canards off, more to just see what the effect was. Get a little bit of correlation, shall we say.
Oh, so he's actually testing. See,
yeah.
This is how serious it gets. This is how serious.
I've backed the wing off a notch and taken the canards off, and it's balance-wise, it's similar-ish. It's maybe slightly tail happy, high speed, but it's not too bad. So the canards were obviously doing something. So
yeah. So this is our P1 for the season. Well done. I will say I'm going to give him absolute crap online, tongue in cheek, but the points, the consistency, and all that, and that's how a season works, right? So no question, the March is whatever it is, 3 seconds faster here. definitely wasn't at Taupo because we had slipping clutch. Bad luck. This didn't have slipping clutch. Minor issues during the season. Was there anything, or nah, you got away with it?
Toyota reliability. There's a few knock warnings this weekend, but nothing major.
And that's how it's done.
Yeah.
When your stuff doesn't break, you do well. So, good work. Well, let's go. I'll have a chat with Brian. Thanks for that, Greg. Well done. Congratulations. Genuine, not sarcasm. There will be sarcasm coming later.
Yeah, bound to be.
Cheers, boy. So we'll go and ambush Brian. I think he's sitting down, relaxing, just while we're waiting for things to move along on the track. We'll have a chat with him about his Commodore, and we'll see what we can find out.
Yeah.
We'll come through. We'll sneak through here.
Yeah, do a video. I'm falling asleep.
Knock, knock, Brian. Did I wake you up?
Yeah, you woke me up, yeah, man.
He's bloody sleeping. Do you want to have a chat with people about your car?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Do you mind?
Yep.
I'll try and make this professional rather than just filming you like this.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this around to the other camera.
Yeah.
Cleanse the bloody shit, photographer. Come back, camera.
Yeah.
There we are.
There we go,
This is
yep.
probably it sort of works. We'll see how it comes out.
Yep.
So what year is your Commodore, Brian?
It's a 2001 VX GDS 300.
There you go. And is it the original motor to the car, or is it a
No,
replacement
the
motor?
original motor's still in the shed. It's a L98 engine, a 6-litre engine in there now, yeah.
6 litres. I think with the Motorsport New Zealand conversion, the March is a 5.7 litre or something, because we're turbo, so you multiply your actual size by a factor to get you.
Yep.
So, and it's got a 4-speed Munchie, is it?
4-speed Richmond T10, yeah.
Richmond T10. And Brian was saying earlier on, he's pretty much running into the rev limiter at about 210 or something, was it?
224.
224, so I'm being slightly pessimistic, sorry about that. 224, so he's getting 224 on the main straight there.
Yeah.
A little March is 235, 6, something like that. So just he's doing not bad for two-wheel drive in a heavy car with only 4 gears.
Yep.
What would your Commodore weigh? You'd know, wouldn't you?
It was started off at 1750. It's back down to about 1600 now. Yeah.
About 400 kgs heavier. For only 15k an hour less pace on the main straight with only 2-wheel drive. You're doing alright. There's definitely no complaints with that.
Yeah.
I think I've been behind Brian, there might actually even be video, I've been behind Brian once or twice, catching up and thinking, it's actually quite hard to catch up to, and will be exceptionally hard to get past unless he lets me get past. So, and you've PB'd this weekend?
Yeah, 1:15.3 here.
Well done. It's good. So there's a couple of PBs kicking around.
Yes.
Greg and yourself.
Yeah, no, this morning was a good, nice and fresh and cool on the track. It was really good.
And of course the marches at home in bed.
Yep, the march is in bed.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
Sleep
So
is good,
you're
yeah.
in the top 10 shootout.
Yep.
There's a warm-up lap, a hot lap, a cool-down lap.
Yep.
There's no pressure.
No,
You get
no
one
pressure.
crack at it. How do you reckon you're going to go?
Oh no, she's pretty greasy out there, I'd imagine. We'll have a crack and see what we can do, but
Just have some fun.
It's going to be pretty hard to beat my PB this morning, I think.
Yeah.
Carl
You have
loves
in-car
for-
camera?
No, I don't know.
You don't?
I should do, but yeah.
We should get a GoPro to throw in with people.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we should do. I should have one. I've got one for my own car, obviously. I should get another one. And I have 2 in my car and bounce one around the
bounce
others.
around. Yeah, no, I need to set up a proper bar. I've tried it, but I haven't got a good position.
Right.
I need to get a good place. Yeah, my car loves the cold air in the morning.
Yes, absolutely. Without the turbos and all that sort of carry on, cold air makes a bigger difference.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's right, yeah.
So you got to get the warm track temp and the cold air. So it's about 10 or 11 o'clock, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, it was. It was
Yep.
this morning, yeah.
That's where it's at.
No, it's not.
Hey, good luck, Brian.
No, mate, cheers,
I'll be
thanks for that.
watching. All right.
Go, Glenn. No worries. See you next year on the track.
I'll be back next year. We'll both be back. You boost,
Yeah, I'll have another crack here.
boost next year, eh, Brian?
Nah, just like having fun, man. Just having fun the way it is.
All good.
Cheers.
Is our mate Dave getting ready to pack up? How'd your weekend go, Dave? You happy?
Yep. Yeah, hopefully.
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 Have you bit hard to follow. You're moving around too much. Have you PB'd?
Yeah, man. Every race.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So that's number 3 video that we've got. Interview with a PB. Good day for everyone.
I went from 23s to 18s.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
That is awesome. Congrats, man. That's bloody good. And
Which is still not fast enough, though.
oh, look, you're getting there. It takes the effort. This is Dave's machine here. So what have we got in the front of this, Dave? A B18C turbo engine built by Infomotive. Them fellas there. Dave Brew, Rebecca Brew. His daughter drives this one as well. Turbocharged. The old hairdryer hiding down in there. That's a Pulsar turbo. I'm kind of crashing the gimbal there a little bit. Sorry if there are noises. Excuse the wind too. I can't turn the wind off. I'm sorry. It's quite a tidy car, quite well presented. It was painted in the garage at home. They did quite a lot of work on this actually to get this up to where it is now. I'm going to shift the camera. We've got the sun on the lens. It's not very good. So he's all set for the top 10 shootout, which has been held up due to an incident. Hopefully it's all going to be taken care of without any without serious personal injury. We'll see how they get on.
But you know, Dave will be back in his Parapan car to knock Glenn's time back again. We're doing 9s. Hey, we're going for 9s. Maybe even 8s. Hey, you gotta step your game up. Ooh, that's upset.
See that pause there from myself, just silence, just to see how far he'd take it. Just that awkward silence.
We've had this battle for
When you're having the conversation with someone, there's just awkward silence, and you're like, have I overstepped the line there, or is he having me on?
No, there is no line.
There's no line?
Nah.
Come on, there's a line.
Come on.
You're holding it. You're holding the
Come
line.
on.
It tows your car.
Have we not had a battle between us for the last probably 3 years?
Yeah, there has been. Yeah. So he's got to bring back that. Actually, he's. Oh, I'm not going to divulge too much information. There's things happening. It won't be the same car you guys might have seen in the past. It's another car. But yeah, we want to do cool things with that and get some proper battles going. Do you know this stupid hand that just appeared in front of the screen? That was to try and stop the wind noise. That was real dumb, wasn't it? Okay, let's find someone else to chat to. Here's one of the more interesting cars in that it's quite different to what is normally run in Superlap. Chris owns this one, I believe. I'm just kind of going to ambush him because I haven't spoken with him. I told him I'm going to come over with the camera and have a look at his machine. It is a machine. That's going to take me a few seconds to figure out. There is a 4-cylinder, I believe. 4-cylinder in there with turbocharger, etc. We'll go and ambush him and we'll see if we can find out some details. How's it going? It's Chris, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What have we got here?
Started off as a stock S3 about 18 months ago, straight off the street. Then I did a stage 2 tune. So
Yep, stage 2 tune on the motor. So the motor is a...
on the ECU, the control unit, and the transmission control unit.
Yep.
And then you put the intake and the downpipe in when you do that, and the new intercooler.
And it takes it to how many horsepowers?
Probably 350, 360, something like that.
Yep.
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 And of course then you start to play with brakes and suspension.
Oh, so you've tweaked all that stuff as well?
A little bit, yeah. We've got some camber mounts in here and just proper sort of track brakes, you know, rotors and
Yep. So
pads.
do they have 2-piece rotors factory?
Yep, 2-piece. No, they don't.
They don't. So that's a step up.
Yeah,
Yep.
Stock tech 2-piece.
Okay.
And then of course
Oh, and there's a cage in there. Gee, I haven't looked hard enough. My apologies. I've not looked hard enough at this car. This is
so we did the
further
cage
along
and
than what I was expecting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you get sort of to a couple of 100k and you think, well, you got to have a bit of safety, don't you?
Absolutely. Things go very, very pear-shaped at 200 k's an hour when you bang into things. Right. Good seats these.
Yep. Pretty comfy.
Yeah. Only 2 pedals in here.
So they've got pedals.
Pedals up there.
So
As
the
dual clutch, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, dual clutch gearbox. Yep. Nice. And have you? I've done 3. Where's the fingers? I've done 3 interviews, and we've had 3 people who've said they've PB'd.
I have PB. Yep.
PB as well.
15.8. Yep.
I'm starting to feel stink now because that's 4 interviews, 4 PBs, and I parked up the car because I didn't want to spill antifreeze on the track for everyone with no PB. But I believe I was 0.002 or something away.
Yeah.
Close.
It's been a good couple of days. Yep.
Yeah. Nah, awesome.
Okay, cool.
And these, what's the tie-in with Abbott's? You work for or sponsored by, or?
My road car's an Audi as well, so I know the guys there, and they got it behind this a little bit, and I sourced the car via them originally as well. So
Right.
So they've helped out with the sticker job, and yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll sponsor me some more.
Hint, 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 hint. Very cool. Cheers for your time. Right, nice looking machine. Like I say, a little bit different. I have to apologise, everyone. I did not realise there was a cage in there. There probably wasn't earlier, and I just hadn't looked, and the windows are quite dark, I guess. So there you go. Right, let's find someone else. Here's Ben. Ben, you failed me. It was supposed to beat Greg.
Not this time.
Not this time. Ben was on form though with his Evo. It was he was going to have a go at it and was making good progress. And unfortunately, the rear diff decided that it wasn't going to play games. So that going in there, that's cost us some time. Greg's just hit us with this is bloody the canards. This is a canard that was. I was going to show you the canards, everyone. The canards weren't there. This is something you never ever want to see arriving at a racetrack while you're at a racetrack. And stop filming right now. We don't want to hear or see this. Right, back home, obviously in the garage, helicopter situation, pretty serious injuries, karting incident, person off to hospital, will be okay, as I understand it. So we won't talk too much more about that. Best of luck with the recovery or recoveries for the person or the persons involved. P2 overall for the season, so that's all right. We did 3 rounds. Obviously, you all know the one in Taupo was a bit mud because the clutch was not really up to the job. So, a 4th place there. So, 1st at Pukekohe, 4th at Taupo, and a 1st place in this weekend's round. Pretty significant margin with times. Times don't mean anything with points. Positions overall is what makes the points. Greg had achieved 1st at the 1st round he went to. I'm not sure on the exact details. I think he's got a 1st and 2 seconds or something like that, and that works out better on the point system than 2 firsts and a 4th. So good on him. Well done, Greg. You've got your car there without any issues, and you've run good times and got good positions. Repeatability, reliability, consistency, whatever words we want to use. Well done. Good on you. I'm still going to give you a stick online though. So let's have a look at my little BC. We've done some interviews with others. Let's do a real fast interview with me. I did one just before. It ended up 10 minutes long. You don't want to listen to that. I'm going to watch the timer and I'm going to keep it under 3 minutes. So I've got to talk real fast. Penrite come on board as a sponsor just at the last minute. Really more so it'll be for next season rather than this season. But they're on there for now. Welcome on board, guys. Sorry I didn't play out. Things didn't play out, so we 1st overall for the season was close. I did what I needed to do, but everything else changed. So that's the way it goes. That's racing. Everybody else that's been on board the whole whole deal. Awesome sponsors. Thanks for everyone that's been on board and supported us and got us this thing's starting to go really well, right? So we're stoked, we're happy. Things will be changing a little bit with some sponsors. I think I need to talk with a couple of the guys, but things are going to change up a little bit. We've got to bring this thing up next level and go a bit further. So if you see anything moving along, it's not, there's no Barneys or anything like that. We're just moving everything forward and doing everything we can to do best we can with our little troublemaker here. So goals for the car for next season. I'm running out of time. There's 3 minutes. Oh, I've moved on. This is a new subject. Engine out, engine apart, engine stronger. That'll do. Also, while we're at it, engine little bit more power. Little bit. So stronger, but little bit more power. Because why not? You have to, right? While you're at it. Apart from that, there are some molds kicking around to make these things here out of carbon fibre. And funnily enough, the guy's name is Glenn as well. And I have talked to him, and I'm not sure if the deal still stands. I could borrow them if I want to. And that will take some weight out of the car and add some coolness. It might sort of detract from the fact that this genuinely is mostly a Nissan March at the moment. Like the roof is carbon fibre. The rest of the car is actually still there. It's all there. So all the original panels with some pieces missing and some pieces added on, but it genuinely is a Nissan March, you know. Floor pan modification, extensive at the rear, moderate through the trans tunnel area, but the rest of the car, the rest of the chassis is actually all still there. So carbon fibre doors, things like that, and bonnet and all that, that's all cool, but it does take away from that a little bit. But at this point in the game, I think it's fair. Let's press on. Let's do that. Let's see what happens with our gearbox. Many options for gearbox things. There's one option that's in my head that I really want to press on with and get done. I know, you know, everyone knows it's going to be a weak link. They're a good strong gearbox. They're around about 400 kilowatt, 450 kilowatt capable. They're okay at that depending on how they are treated. Some people will run a lot more power and they'll be fine. They won't break. You've really got to be quite careful with them beyond that 450 kilowatt mark, and I'm not going to be. To be honest, I'm going to drive the car the way I want to drive it, and it might not be careful enough for that box, and it might not last. So there's plenty of options out there, and I'm just going to have to come up with something that not necessarily is sensible, but is what I want to do. All right, cheers for watching. Sorry about all the babble. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Where's that? Is one of those somewhere? And then you'll know when my videos come up, and then you know to watch them. It might get pretty exciting if we go down the path that I'm thinking we're going to go down. So, all right. Cheers, boy.